FC Barcelona's home, Camp Nou, was supposed to roar back to life in November 2024. But it's been several months, and the Barça fans are still waiting. What went wrong with its renovation? And when can Barça fans return to their home? Let's find out. When FC Barcelona first announced the long-awaited Camp Nou renovation plans in 2023 for the upcoming season, fans were told to mark November 2024 on their calendars for the big home return. Barça fans were avidly awaiting the day when they could finally return to an all-new, revamped Camp Nou, which stands head-to-head with other incredible stadiums. However, as the day came closer, the hope started to vanish as the stadium was in no state of being completed anytime soon. What really happened that led to this delay? The Camp Nou renovation is a part of an ambitious FC Barça project, which aims to revolutionize sports in the city of Barcelona. The project is currently progressing at a steady speed from the beginning, but the Camp Nou's build has suffered some serious setbacks. Club officials have revealed that the structural complexities and strict safety regulations have significantly halted the progress. This ambitious project of turning Barcelona's stadium into a 105,000-seater futuristic area has proven to be more intricate than the team had expected. This has caused a significant setback to the club and especially its fans. While the stadium is being renovated, Barcelona's home matches have been shifted to the Estadi Olímpic Louis Companys in Montjuic. The temporary stadium has been troubling for the fans, as it's far from ideal for week-to-week football matches. It can only host over 49,000 fans at once, which is a really low number if you compare it to other arenas in the world. The stadium is also situated far away from the home city, which is causing significant logistical trouble for both fans and the club. As of 2025, the Camp Nou renovation project is well past its initial groundwork and is deep into the transformational phase. Even though some limitations have held back their progress, the finish line is now finally visible. According to the club and its construction partner, Limac, nearly 70% of the renovation is now completed. The old upper stands were demolished in mid-2023, which made way for the new vertically stacked structure design. With this design, you can experience better sightlines and acoustics in the stadium. Major underground works like reinforcements of the foundation and parking expansion have been completed as well. The team has recently completed the Skeletals framework of the highly anticipated third tier, which will certainly excite the fans. The bones of the new structure are now visible, which rise above the historic core. The new stadium's highlight, the roof canopy, has also started to take shape. This new roof is the hallmark of the new design, which is made of lightweight and sustainable materials and covers every seat in the stadium. This solves a major issue the fans had with the Camp Nou, as well as offering a support system to mount energy-efficient lights and solar panels. Another anticipated addition to the arena, the 360-degree LED video scoreboard, is also in its early installation phases. This state-of-the-art video scoreboard, which covers the stadium's interior, offers an experience that rivals the NFL's best areas in the world. Once installed, the fans can clearly see the score, stats, and replays from any seat in the stadium. From the inside, key elements like new VIP boxes, bigger locker rooms, and enhanced media facilities are under construction to match the modern standards. Under the FC Barça project, the team aims to develop the surrounding areas of the Camp Nou, like parking zones, pedestrian areas, and the infamous Palau Blaugrana Arena. However, these massive upgrades and ambitions come with certain inevitable and significant changes. One of the key challenges they have been facing with this upgrade is the financial strain. The renovation of Camp Nou is expected to cost around 1.5 billion euros, which translates to roughly $1.8 billion. The project is largely funded by a loan from Goldman Sachs. This loan came at a time when Barcelona was still recovering from the pandemic-era losses and their years of financial mismanagement. The project was initially expected to cost a bit less, but the delays, increasing inflation, and higher material costs have pushed this budget. With each passing day, their expenses are increasing as they need more material and more wages. The loan's payoff plan is designed in such a way that it is set to be repaid with future revenue from the stadium. FC Barcelona also sold Camp Nou's naming rights to Spotify in 2022, which significantly helped them in the project. The club must work toward generating significant returns from the renovated stadium to quickly pay off the debt and have a strong position in the league. They need to do all this while balancing player acquisitions, wages, and competitive performances on the field. In simple words, Barça is currently walking on a tightrope, as any more delays will significantly halt their ambition. They need the Spotify Camp Nou up and running within the new deadline so they can avoid undergoing any loan repayment problems, which could transition into the club's performance on the field. The management is currently confident in the build and believes that the stadium will be completed within the new deadlines and will be soon open for the fans. While financial strain is common in almost every mega project, the Camp Nou rebuild has its own unique technical and logistical complications. From a technical perspective, integrating the finest 21st century technology into a mid-20th century structure is an incredible feat on its own. Apart from this, they've executed this massive rebuild in the middle of Barcelona's tight urban space. The team has to meticulously carry out digging and building to ensure minimal impact on the neighborhoods or historical elements. Moreover, the decision to modernize Camp Nou while maintaining its originality has added a few more layers of complexity. Now, they need to reinforce old foundations instead of replacing them, which has added to the slow progress. If these challenges weren't enough, the engineers have to follow strict seismic and environmental codes, which weren't a problem when the stadium was first built in the 50s. The team has been using advanced modeling techniques to map out structural stress points and optimize insulation, acoustics, and airflow without compromising the iconic bowl-shaped look. Logistics have been another key issue for the club, as they can only use a few access routes and heavy machinery to maneuver through dense city streets. For the fans, they have to travel all the way to the Estadi Olympique Louis Companies in Montjuic for their home game, which has been another issue. Then there's the big challenge of preserving Camp Nou's soul while enhancing the stadium's capabilities and fan experience. Many Barça fans feared that the rebuild could damage the stadium's aura. However, the architects and team have implemented certain elements to ensure that that doesn't happen. For example, they've preserved its original bowl shape and sightlines that make it iconic. The team is also in constant communication with supporters and local heritage experts at each stage of the build to achieve their goal of combining heritage with cutting-edge technology. After months of speculation and deadline shifts, FC Barcelona is finally set to reopen the Spotify Camp Nou for the fans in May 2025. But don't get your hopes up, as this won't be a grand reopening at full capacity. Yeah, you've heard it right, as the management is planning a phased return in May this year at around 60 to 70% capacity. This capacity will slowly increase as the stadium begins its completion until the grand opening, which is expected next year. The club arrived at this decision after carefully analysing its financial and logistical challenges. Completely closing down their home ground for an extended period of time led to some serious financial and logistical issues. Since there were no home games in Barcelona, most fans were unable to attend, resulting in lower revenues. With the Camp Nou closed down, the matches were shifted to a temporary stadium, which further added to the costs. Under these circumstances, returning home, even with the limited seats, was a better option. Fans from the city can now easily join the games, which will boost ticket sales, and moving from Montjuic will save the club a hefty amount on rent. This will be a big step for the club, players and fans, as you don't get the exact atmosphere at a temporary stadium. Now with the fans returning to the stadium, you can experience the iconic noise, chants and goosebumps the Camp Nou is known for. If everything goes according to plan, Barcelona's return to their home in May 2025 could align with some money matches. One of those is a potential El Clasico against Real Madrid. This match could be the perfect opening for the club, as an opening match against arch rivals is certainly a sight any football fan will love to see. Another major match could be the Champions League semi-final. All in all, if Spotify Camp Nou manages to successfully open in May 2025, we could have one of the greatest football experiences. That's all for today. What do you think? Will the Camp Nou finally open for the public in May 2025 after all the delays? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And while you're there, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this.